What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Don Illuminati, back with another video. So yeah, you know, sometimes you gotta learn how to just, you know, leave the world behind. And that's what I got. I got the world behind me. No longer is it literally on my back. Okay? So today, I just want to talk about providing solutions, man. Providing solutions and not steering the people the wrong way. You see what I'm saying? Like let's be honest. You know what I'm saying? We all like the good. We like a good story. We like entertainment. You know what I'm saying? Even a tad of drama sometimes. You know what I'm saying? Because that's what people are into. You know what I'm saying? But when it comes to dealing with our lives, we gotta handle it with a little bit more care than that. You know what I'm saying? So we want to provide some solutions today. But first, we want to start talking about what everybody is suspecting that's getting ready to happen and stuff like that. And I do see these topics coming up talking about the 3 days of darkness and this, that, and the third. The thing with that is that's been referenced in the scriptures about the 3 days of darkness. It happened to be around the Moses time and stuff like that. That was with Moses and he stretched his hands forth, and then in 3 days it was a thick black darkness. You know what I'm saying? And that was literally a sign of Christ working its thing. So when Christ comes to work his thing, it comes with that thick mist, that darkness. So I believe the reason why people are associating it with that is because of the fact that you've seen God operate once. You know what I'm saying? So it doesn't mean that it will be 3 days of darkness, but it could be 3 days. You see what I'm saying? But it's definitely going to be a day that's going to happen. When that day is going to happen, dog, we already know that if it comes with a date from these people who are prophesizing, I don't care what kind of prophet they are. If it comes with a date, they're a false prophet because you can't do dates. You see what I'm saying? God said he will reveal to us the signs of the times. He will reveal to us through his prophecy, not through anything else, not through stars lining up and this, that, and the third. Yes. So, and mind you, we still got a bunch of prophecy that needs to be fulfilled before that day of Christ even happens. And it looked like there's a lot of meat in there to me. You know what I'm saying? So whether this time period is going to prolong itself and stretch itself and elaborate so much, I don't know. But God did say in those times that he would shorten the days, for our sakes. And when he meant shorten the days, I don't think that they means that the day of light is going to start getting dark quicker. Like when he said he would shorten the days, he meant those days and those last days, those days of time, that those days wouldn't go on long for our sakes. So we didn't have to endure so much. That's why he spoke of shortening the days. I mean, that's what I get from it. I mean, if you think that making it go from light to dark is going to help us, I don't know what you're talking about because you got all this other chaos. So shortening the days for our sakes, it kind of makes sense to look at it that way. Okay. So first of all, this is a solution that I am providing. The fact that, we still got prophecy to fulfill. So don't just go jumping out the window every time they say something. But at the same time, every time they say something, you never know what kind of tricks they got up their sleeve. So be very mindful that, yeah, a lot of times things could be a spoof and this, that, and the third. But it could also be a heads up for you to, stay on your P's and Q's. You should really always be prepared. Notice the times that you're living in. And any single day, any given day, any of these things could take place. They could be telling you April 8th, this joint can happen in 2-3 days from now. You see what I'm saying? So it's like you want to kind of live like you don't really need anything but food, shelter, and raiment. You know what I'm saying? If you can learn how to live like that, this is why I said, if you cast your world aside, cast your cares aside, you know what I'm saying? You really cannot be tied to anything of this world right now. That is a cheat code to help you provide yourself many solutions. And then if you got questions about a lot of things, it's almost like rethink everything. And that right there, that phrase right there, is very powerful in answering a lot of your questions. because a lot of times you already got the answer. But you got to rethink everything. Just rethink it. Stop going by what's trending. Stop going by other people's analogies and the way they take certain things, because sometimes that just may not be what certain things mean, or they may come off the wrong way that may allow you or cause you to interpret what they're saying the wrong way as well. So it's up to you to rethink everything. You have a list of issues that you need to go over. And a lot of times what you're going to have to do is, yes, you're going to have to isolate yourself, here and there. This is something that you can exercise doing. It's not something that, I'm not telling people to just go into isolation and go into hideout and camp out for the rest of your life or even for weeks and months. What I'm saying is use isolation like a fast. You need this time period every week, 2-3 days tops to yourself, really. You know what I'm saying? So you can, because you want to operate more off yourself through the weeks. You know what I'm saying? And having that alone time, just everything about it. Doing what you want to do when you want to do it. Think about what you want to think about when you want to think, because there's nobody to interrupt these distractions. And see, when we think as people on our own without any distractions, it allows our mind to exercise certain capabilities that may not have manifested itself. You understand what I'm saying? And this comes through wisdom and being wise and knowing how to operate so you can step into this form, so you can step into that higher way of thinking. You'll notice if you stay away from people for several weeks, I'll say after the second week, your IQ goes up substantially. You want to know why? It's because you're not utilizing your juice to entertain other individuals. Your mind is now allowing you to exercise your own thoughts. You see what I'm saying? It's really like that. And it doesn't matter whether it's good energy or bad energy. It's any energy. Any energy you're sharing with, you're sharing some of yourself. So we got to stop allowing people to take so much of our energy. And if you like to be a busybody and you're a person who, you always got to be in everybody's business. You always got to make sure you communicate with everybody every day. You're not really being who you are. I mean, if that's who you are, that's kind of sad, because you're almost worried about everything and everybody else but you. You know what I'm saying? It's like, when are you going to take the time to practice these things, so you can be more committed to your lifestyle and what you got to do. And these outside things of the world, they don't get involved with your plan and your purpose. You see what I'm saying? Like, I feel like, somebody like me was built, and a lot of people, we were built differently than others. You know what I'm saying? Like, went through different obstacles and, you know what I'm saying, to overcome things, to have and gain certain abilities about ourselves that we can be utilized at a day and time like this. Like, are you really ready for the apocalypse? Are you ready? You know what I'm saying? Like, are you ready mentally, spiritually, physically? Because these are the things that I think about, you know what I'm saying? Because even though, yes, God is going to make sure we are okay, but don't you want to put yourself in a position to where you can help others, prepare in the midst of, and the only way to prepare is to continue to seek God. I'm going to tell you like this. Today, I also received another huge blessing. Huge blessing. You know what I'm saying? And I just was just like, man, like, look, see, God, thank you. Like, you feel me? Like, he be at the point right now where he be supplying me things before I can even ask. Like, things that I wasn't even gonna ask. Like, that's what I'm saying. And I'm like, yo, I would love to tell my testimony, but I'm gonna hold that. But just know that everything that God's ever did for me, I know that, bro, it's always him. I'm telling you, I just had to do this today. You know what I'm saying? I could never be no more grateful, dog. Like, bro, time after time after time after time. It's like I said, it's getting to the point where, like I said, I used to ask God for stuff and it would show up in 24 hours. Right now, it's like all I gotta do is think about it, and next day, boom. Even things that you may be running from, turn around, face everything that's in front of you. The very next thing that is presented for you that you have to take care of it. Do not Try to dodge it. Make sure. See, this is important. And God has this. It's an exercising course. Different than an obstacle. Obstacles are some certain things that are meant to be in your way to cause you to stumble. Exercising course is there for you to gain strength and utilize your skills and abilities and stuff like that to see where God's gonna have you and place you. You see what I'm saying? Because He calls for us to all have certain jobs and certain tasks, and we all have the potential. We all have the potential just by being a host and following Him through the Holy Spirit. But how do we get there? How do we get to that Holy Spirit? How do we get to the point where God's going to use us and utilize us to do these things? Well, you got to start spending more time with Him. You got to start talking to Him more. You got to start praying to Him more. You got to start reading that Word a lot more, because that's where He speaks back to you the most. It's where He confirms back in your spirit the most. Then you will be knowing what to do. You would know what to do, even when the world was going to chaos. But you sitting there reading them scriptures that's comforting you, telling you that there's going to be destruction all here and there and the third, but He's still telling you how He's going to handle and have care for you in the midst of all that. Look, yo, I'm good. I feel like, look, God is blessing me, right? If you don't feel like God is blessing you, how could you even be fearful even at a time when you know He's coming to destroy this place? He's not destroying us with it, man. Like, well, I'm not running from nothing. I'm going to stand my 10 toes. Even when God is destroyed, if He destroys this thing with fire, I'm willing to stand in the fire, face the fire with everybody else, but standing my toes like, you know what, God, if you're going to burn me up, but know that I was still standing and I was there. But I tell you, you could do whatever you want to me. It wouldn't be no different than what they was going to want to do to me anyway for trying to rock this. So I'm going to stand in the fire, bro. I'm going to stand in the fire, and I'm going to bet my whole life, everything, dog, my whole life and my whole soul and my whole everything, that I'm gonna be all right, bro. Why would, if I left this country, has that gonna change my soul? Is it? You see what I'm saying? So I'm ready to take whatever He got coming for our life, bro. Like, I'm not, dog. If that's it, that's it. If that's it, that's it. I don't want to go nowhere else. I don't want to keep living on for what? To stay in this world, bro? No, I'm trying to get up out of here, cuz. Regardless, so you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm willing to face God like that, but I'm willing to face Him because I know that I've been trying. I've been putting in the work. I've been, I've been bruised and scraped in battle. Sometimes I fell, but I got back up. When I fell, I was praying as I was falling. I hit the ground pretty hard, and it hurt sometimes. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you stay down for a little while. You know what I mean? But I always recognize that I can't stay down because I can't let the devil win. I can't never let the devil see me down as well. And sometimes I'll be making sure that I want God to let Him know that, look, man, I'm a soldier. I can get back up. I can get back up. I'm still strong. Now, I mean, I might have been weak till a certain point, but imagine how strong you gotta be to get back up. See, you was weaker when you went down. You was weaker as you was down, but when you got back up, you were stronger than you was when you was standing the first time. Seriously, because if you was as strong as you was, you probably wouldn't have went down. But see, it took that pain. It took pain to make you strong. It took failing to make you strong. It took being down constantly over and over, things being ripped away from you, always losing, always being wrong. It took you a lot of things. It took a lot of failure. It took a lot of humility. It took a lot of foolishness. It took a lot of everything before you can become a wise person, because a foolish man has learned his lesson, become a very wise man. Why? Because that nigga that learned all the foolish things knew all the foolish tricks. And if he learned from them, then he was very, very wise. You understand? Because the difference is between a real foolish person is a real foolish person never learns. Mind you, when the Bible says, a man that doesn't continue to seek knowledge will eventually forget everything that he know. And the fact that so many people out here deny truth left and right just because it doesn't sit well with their spirit, they have no idea what they're doing to themselves psychologically. It's becoming autopilot for them to just deny any truth. So now how can you learn anything? Because in knowledge, there's truth. In education, there's truth. In growth, and it's so many things that, that gives you the blueprints to show you where you're going to fit in life for compatibility. Is truth in these things, but people are denying it, so they're living a life of, oh, we're just winging it. And literally they're ran by Satan. They have no intuition. They don't have the intellectual ability, you know what I'm saying, to think on a spiritual level. They're thinking with a carnal mind, and we see where the carnal mind is at right now nowadays. They have no idea that they lost about 100 of their IQ, if they even had that. Because when you can't give a simple response to a direct, common question nowadays, we have to assume that your IQ is at 0 at this point. If you telling me that a man can be a woman and a woman can be a man, we have to assume that your IQ is at 0. This ain't no shots taken. This is literal facts. You can take it how you want, but mind you, you can really get shot for real. So we don't really care how you feel. Just don't be personally disrespectful. Cause see, I'm living a regular, civilized, normal life. There is no reason to try to throw shots at me. You see what I'm saying? But when we bring certain things up, because we have to medicate individuals that are in our community that are being poisoned by the ideology and the philosophy of others, you know what I'm saying, who is literally ran by Satan, bring you no scriptures. You know, see, I'm the type of dude that once I get my prayer life back up the way I really, really want it, I'm going to be praying on here with y'all. You understand? Like, and this will be a daily thing, because that's the type of dude that I am. You know what I'm saying? Like, I could start it with a prayer, you know what I'm saying? And or even end it with a prayer. You know, these are the things, these are the solutions that are provided. This is the reason why us as men, we're nowhere leaders. So we're not looking at them for the answers. We're not looking at them for the answers. God is looking for us to provide the answers for them. So this is the solutions. We pray with them. We read the scriptures for them. We just do what God has told us to do, and we share that with them as a testimony in faith that they will do the same thing. That's why it's important for us to shine our light. It's important for us to be upstanding men of God. And look, I was just telling somebody a story the other day. And you gotta know that the reason that you have to be strong as a man of God is for one of these testimonies right here. I got 2 of them. I'm gonna give you one real quick. So I was locked up one time. I know I got a lot of stories when I was locked up, but a lot of times this is where a lot of things happen that is miraculously, but certain things that you get to see out of life. You understand? That you would normally see if you were just regular society. So, you know, I'm locked up or whatever, and I'm going by the name of Soldier at this time, you know what I'm saying? And people knew me by that name, my rap name, this, that, and the third. But I get locked up. I'm all the way down about an hour and a half, maybe 2 hours away from where I'm originally from in my state, because I ended up having to go down to that prison or whatever. So cats down there, they didn't really like cats from up the way. You see what I'm saying? And mind you, they was always hating because, you know what I mean, you can even tell the accent or whatever, because we in the same state, but they sound like they from like down south or whatever. And we sound like, I guess like Philly cats to them or whatever. But even to a Philly cat, you're going to know that, yo, he must be like Delaware or Wilmington or something, because they got a different flow. So we know, but they always think, oh, yeah, he from Philly, you know, New York nigga. Like, dog, New York niggas don't talk like us. They think we sound like New York niggas. T me the New York nigga. You feel what I'm saying? But anyway, they just hated us real bad. So it was this one dude down there, you know what I'm saying? He had a big name. I ain't gonna put his name out, whatever. But he had a big name to himself or whatever. But when I got down there were several people who knew me that was from around the state. And one of the cats that I knew named Loke or whatever, he was from Cali or whatever, real wild nigga, whatever. You know what I'm saying? I was trying to go in there because it's my like first day getting into that particular prison. And I'm trying to be like quiet and everything like that, you know, to, you know, settle in, you know, keep observate, you know what I'm saying? Observe the people, observe the room, you know, fill it out, stuff like that. It's what you got to do when you first get in there. You know what I'm saying? You the new dude, everybody looking, ready to see it. You know what I mean? You going to put your head down type stuff? Nah. So I'm just trying to be cool and not all loud and this, that, and the third. Because I know it never lasts for me. It never lasts for me. This cat looked down the line. They got us down the line. They called my name. This dude says, "What? Soldier? Oh, shit, that's my baby." Mind you, he already the loud nigga in the pod. So he ends up calling my name out, my street name, whatever. He calls it out, you know what I'm saying? Runs down to me, giving me all the dap, you know what I'm saying? He all loud. He's like, "Oh, yeah," because, you know, we on the Illuminati stuff. Well, Lord. It's like, God, you set me up with this one, didn't you? Because every time I get into jail, it's always on this Illuminati stuff. Mind you, I'm on see cats that we was in the little group with before or from jail from the last time or whatever the hell it is. It's going to be a Illuminati member in there, and it's going to be all over again. And that's exactly what happened. And there was the one dude that was like the head of they towns down there, this, that, and the third. He was like a real hater. And he was beginning to hate me so much because all I was doing was just sharing the word. I was sharing the word. I was reading scriptures. I was telling these cats my dreams and stuff like that. And it was really becoming effective. And it was helping right there in that big pot. So, you always have, how the demons like to work. They had this greasy look like, I don't know what you hate for. Just say what you got to say. Say what you got to say. Come on, man. I don't know why it's so hard for you to say it. Say it. It's not even hard to say, I don't like you. You feel me? What do you think I'm going to do to you if you tell me that? I'm not going to more than likely do anything. But just say it. Help me. Let me help you say it. I don't like you. You don't like me, right? Cool. Now what you going to do about it? You see what I'm saying? So, first of all, you know what I mean? He going to say to me, he was like, yo, you ain't no soldier. Looking at him like, I ain't no soldier. Mind you, it's because I'm doing 900 push-ups a day. Yeah, this how I get it in, bro. Anytime I ever get in there, I'm doing 900 a day. I don't even look the same, cuz. Don't even worry about it. I ain't even skinny and none of that. Dog, I'm coming out of fast right now. You getting ready to see the real look. Give me a few months. You're going to see the real look. You're going to see the real look. It is what it is, though. You know what I'm saying? I actually like the fact that I'm got all this energy to do this, too. But, yeah, I'm getting ready to get right back in shape and all that. So I'm all gunned up, you know what I'm saying? The muscles is popping. I'm looking, you know what I'm saying? Looking crazy. But mind you, he a buff ass nigga too. Buff as shit. You feel me? So it's two buff niggas. This the reason why I felt like he wanted to try me. So when he said, like, you ain't a soldier, I'm like, what you mean I ain't no soldier? He's like, you heard me? You ain't no soldier. I said, what you saying? What you wanna challenge me? What you wanna fight? He was like, no, you heard what I said. Why you say nah? I heard what you said. I just asked you if you wanted to fight, bro. That's all I asked you. You didn't even answer the question. You just asked me back, did I hear what you said? Of course I heard what you said. Why you think I asked you if you want to fight, nigga? You try to skip around the question. Mind you, this dude was a little bit more stockier than me. So I'm figuring, hey, look, he might even give me a run for my money, or he might even beat me. But I'm going to let you know right now, I'm addressing you with this situation. And I'm ready to box whenever you ready. You know what I'm saying? Facts. I'm ready whenever. And I feel like I could beat you. You know what I'm saying? but at the same time, he a real gully, whatever. Nigga, I don't care about that stuff, boy. Y'all be watching niggas like me too much. But you come around playing with me and the hot boys, you gonna get burnt. So anyway, I told him this, that, and the third, and he he really like real tension about it. Like, gritting in this, that, and the third, but he never accepted the challenge. Okay, so that's all I wanted to get off my hands real quick. But so maybe it was a few days later, I'm in a store, and I happen to write, I scratch in these words saying, because these mugs was getting on my nerves in the pod, so I had to scratch it in the wall. Said, wise words of wisdom are too sharp for a dull mind. And then I put sign Don Illuminati on there, right, on the store, right? I was doing that to piss everybody off. Like, yeah, you gotta use this stone when you look right in front. You gonna hate to see it. You gonna want to scratch that. Nobody didn't scratch it out. You know what ended up happening? Because I had 18 niggas on the pod that was already with me. Now, when me and the homeboy started getting into it or whatever, and he started seeming like he wanted to try me and challenge me, everybody else was nudging each other like, yo, look, what's about to go down, dog? Like, you got the two main niggas. We don't know who this one nigga is that just came in from on top with all this Illuminati shit with a bunch of wild niggas in here. But we already know this nigga, and he got the town around here. Yeah, it's clear. Everybody could see that. It was obvious. But there ain't all on this pod. When we walked through the halls, I saw you what up and bigging up and everybody from the other pods. Looked like they ain't put you there, did they? And I promise you they ain't put you there for a reason. They knew they put you, they know. I'm telling you, when they be using me, bro, they knew they put you in my pod. They wanted to see how you act in my world. Listen, all right, whatever, let's get off of that. Because these cats in the jail system, they be operating as niggas. Just trust what I believe. Trust me when I tell you. Certain people is all classified. Everything is classified there. from your crime charges to who they think you are to what they classify you as to where they're going to put you and what they're going to do with you and change it around all different times to find out and get minority reports on certain actions and how certain people, you know what I mean? They've been using me like that for a long time. This is why a lot of times when I got locked up for even dumb shit, I'm sitting there going directly to jail. Like, bro, y'all keep trying to call me in because y'all want to keep me coming in here playing this fucking game that I don't want to play. But anyway, so I wrote those words on the stall, and out of everything, it was that nigga, the biggest hater, that literally argued with me about everything I was saying in the scriptures. I wasn't even bringing it to him. You kept trying to cut me off, talking about this, that, and the third, and coming at this, that, and the third. We know that that was Satan using, right? But tell me why, before I even left that place, the bull was like, yo, you wrote that shit on the wall back there in the stall? And I was like, yeah. Like, cause I'm thinking like, yeah, what you gotta say about that? Like, you know what I'm saying? He was like, yo, I've read that shit, dog. Yo, that's some deep ass shit, cuz. It's like, what? This nigga said, yo, I swear on everything I love. He said he swore on his mama, he gonna get it tatted on him when the first thing he do when he get out of jail. Is you kidding me, bro? You done put me through all that. Never mind, man. That's why I told you gotta keep going. That's why I told you gotta keep doing your thing. That's why I told you gotta be strong and on your 10 toes when you're doing this work for the will of God. Because you never know. The enemy himself may just take heed. I seen this happen twice, man. I was trying to think of the other situation where that had happened, but it was a similar story. And they were attacking me, right? Oh, it was somebody that I knew. And we were always around a lot of my homies, and it was always that one homie that's always got to have that negative impact on things, a negative insight, right? So everything that I was saying, which was obviously solution-based and this, that, and the third, right? And I done did it. He know I did it. But it's like, why are you sitting there hating the whole time on everything I say? If I give you certain information to tell you to do this, that, and the third, you talk to me like I'm trying to belittle you. Nigga, I'm trying to help you. You understand what I'm saying? This nigga had me going through this shit for a whole year while you constantly complaining about this and that and da-da-da-da, right? Yo, tell me why he would hate on everything that any of us did for the most part. For the most part, like any of it, he's just a hater for the most part. Just think about it. You know you got that one, right? So he's that, the little bitchy attitude, shit like that. It's like, man, somebody other than your grandma should have raised you, bro. Other than that, it's that type of mentality. So we was dealing with that. But a year later comes around, right? Mind you, he's the guy that never really had anything. He worked a little job, didn't really have much. You know what I mean? Was walking everywhere, you know what I'm saying? Doing all this stuff, right? And then he never had a car. He was just always that dude that just, you know what I mean? We never knew anything that was going on with him. We just thought, you know what I mean? One day he popped up with a brand new car. Brand spanking new Jeep. Nice joint too. You feel what I'm saying? And we was like, yo, that's you? And he was like, yeah. And we looking like, what the hell just happened for you? This is a big, huge blessing from God. We just seen a man that go from nothing to now that's what you driving? That's nice. You know what he told everybody? He was like, yeah, thanks to Don, you know what I mean? All that information you was telling me, yeah, I did exactly what you said, dog. Thank you. Oh, thank me. You welcome? See, that whole time you was battling me. I'm giving you the information, but you battling me. I didn't stop giving you the information, though. I didn't get discouraged or demotivated and turn away and say, oh, this ain't work. Oh, they ain't listening. You don't never know who listening, cuz. So, continue to provide the solutions because they may disagree with you all the way up until the point where they tell you, you know what? I love you, man. I've been following you the whole time. Bro, I done heard this from a lot of my peoples when I didn't think you was watching. I didn't think you was listening, but they be like, no, I be listening to them videos. You be saying, yeah, because I was talking to somebody about what you said. They be talking to other people about the stuff that I say. And it's even caused them to get into arguments with other people because obviously you've been following the stuff I was saying. And you must believe it for yourself in order for you to go back and forth. Whoever you went back with that information with, you ran back to me basically like, yeah, I went and da-da-da-da, and I got this outcome out of it. I'm like, well, I didn't even know you was listening to me like that. But the fact is, I'm glad you was even listening because honestly, I don't even be knowing who be paying attention to me like that. I was thinking they was all ignoring me. They not all ignoring us, y'all. I don't care if they're responsive, if they're active, if they're, you know what I'm saying, if they have any engagement in the comments and stuff like that. But they're definitely watching and they're definitely taking it in. I can assure you, man. So you got to think of it. And I'm on a smaller level with things than some of these content creators. You know what I'm saying? So you got to think, even if you got over 100,000 subscribers and you doing this kind of work, yo, it's a lot, man. I'm pretty sure you should know how effective it could be. You know what I'm saying? Just if you out there putting out the work and stuff like that. So, you know what I'm saying? Big ups to everybody that's just putting in the work, providing the solutions, because this is what we really want to do now. We don't want to keep going over the heap and the hollering of things. We want to just start giving solutions. That's it. I was even talking to Shorty about that. I was like, yo, these are the times we moving in where we ain't discussing nothing about what was in error, nothing that. So I'm like, and I'm even talking about myself, like, I'm not bringing up nothing that, because mind you, yo, we still people, so we still be having our own shit, bro. And I'm talking about us as men. We not going to sit here and act like we perfect, y'all. I'm going to be the perfect one to say this, but maybe y'all more perfect than me. All right, whatever. But I'm going to tell you like this. I'm not perfect, y'all. So sometimes it may be me and having my little, sometimes I may be going overboard with things, but I know myself though. So if she ever say something like this, then the third, sometimes I got to double hear her out only because this may not be for y'all. In this situation, sometimes me, because I know myself. And sometimes I'm hard on myself. And sometimes I go in the corner and check and be like, yo, man, you really should have been a little lighter than that, bro. You really should be just lighter than that, man. You know, you got to remember, yeah, you may be tough in spirit and got to do this and got to do that. But when God placed a woman in your life or whatever, you got to be able to turn on that soft side and be able to, you know what I'm saying? And I got to be honest that, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm already an aggressive figure, bro. I'm the aggressive figure over here. I'm trying to be less aggressive because I have a female in my life. You see what I'm saying? And because it wouldn't matter how much she could never. I don't care if this chick was Superwoman. She could never be more aggressive than me, and that's just on me still trying to be cool. And that's why I feel like I need that around me because I need that balance for me. So I have to do my best, and I use that to try to practice and exercise. You know what I'm saying? As far as being a little bit more humble. Because come on, man. You know what I mean? One of these days soon, we all going to be looking. I already told her too, heads up, though. 7 Wise coming down. We got a task to do, bro. Like, come on, man. And nobody can get in the way with that. It's a soul-saving thing now we got to do here, bro. But at the same time, I already came from that. She knows. But it is what it is. My previous marriage, I did live polygynous. So, and it was nothing that was hidden. You know, my mom knew, my family knew, her family knew, everybody knew, bro. It just was what it was. It was because of, they still love me. Everybody loved me. Nobody talked about that. Nobody said anything about that. Nobody said anything. They're just mind their business, bro. You feel what I'm saying? It's the niggas that be trying to be sneaky and this, that, and the third, that shit like that be going down. Dog, this was a whole 8-year thing, and dog, nobody said nothing about it. Not my friends, not her friend, nobody. It just was what it was. I don't know how I end up being like that, but they understood both our situations. You understand who she is. You don't put in that much in life. You see, you got this man over here. He damn near king of the world, damn near type shit. You know what I'm saying? You ain't really to that. So there's people that's helping him when he fall and stuff like that. And that's when they came into play. It wasn't like I'm just running around trying to get this and get that. No, these people came in where I needed that extra help that I didn't have. And they were right there. That's like God provided them to be there for me. I'm telling you, bro. It was like that was my only options. Especially, remember, you black men out here, you don't really got that much support, bro. But when you do got other women that still, they don't they understand. Or your wife's not gonna feed you tonight. I'm gonna feed you tonight. Or she can't feed you tonight. Because it would never be off, oh, she ain't doing this, so I'm gonna do that. No. It's almost like, yo, I swear, man, I swear somebody was like, about keeping them on ice or something like that. She was like, yeah, I keep you on ice. I was like, I know. Because sometimes you don't always, somebody would say, no wife is going to be perfect, bro. You're never going to get everything out of no one woman, bro. I'm just telling you. Maybe if you do, then you must be a very limited king or man. But if you're a man that's got a lot going on, if you're a man that, it doesn't matter if you got a lot going on in a positive manner or in a negative manner, you're going to need support system, cuz. So let's just put it this way. Whether if you was in a bad or worse situation, it's now up to the women in your life to analyze who you are and have faith in you that you can figure it out and get it out. Because if you provide a proposal for them, see, if you ain't already over here and you're over here in the situation, as a man, you still have a responsibility to introduce yourself something to these women. Okay, you still have to make a proposal. Just like you want them to cook, clean, and all this other shit, you got to try to give them a proposal of how you going to get your ass out of this bad situation. What do you got in plans to get you out of the situation? First of all, if you ain't mentioning God and being led by him to get out of that situation, women run. Run fast and far. Hide, shut the door with a shotgun in front of you. Facts. You know what I'm saying? Because he ain't got no plans to walk in with Christ, because Christ will pick you up and put you over here just like that. It will guide you right through the way. So first of all, seek ye first the kingdom and all things shall be added. So you got to come with that. That should be the first part of your proposal when you coming for this woman. But if you ain't really seeking the kingdom, don't put that a part of your proposal. Don't lie now. Don't lie now. Because God will send to you a strong delusion. One of these crazy women. That's another strong delusion he can send to you. You feel what I'm saying? And have you get all caught up in all that mess. Believing that was the one for you. So the best bet for you guys that ain't doing this, that, and the third, don't know what to figure out, and you ain't even walking with Christ yet, don't do nothing. Don't do nothing. Matter of fact, drop everything and everybody and just run. And just pray to God that he'll save you. You understand? Because other than that, I don't know any other provider solutions to tell you. Fast as much as you can, if you can. You know what I'm saying? If not, it ain't big deal. There's a lot of things that you can choose to fast. It's basically a sacrifice. You sacrifice anything. You sacrifice, if you like orange juice and you drink it every day, or you like, you know what I'm saying? You can sacrifice certain things that you're saying, look, Lord, I've been doing this a lot, and I want to show you that these things don't come before you, regardless. Now, so if I do any of these things, I'm going to make sure I put you first. Now, as long as I'm putting you first before I do anything, look, this is why it says, put God first before all you do. Before all you do. Why? Because that way, at least you got that out of the way. Like me up here doing these things, say I ain't really get my day started like that yet. Why? Because I don't want to do nothing yet until I get the word out. If I feel like I got to get the word out, that's the first thing I want to do. I want to, of course, get up, get dressed, shower, brush your teeth. You know what I'm saying? Get yourself, you know what I mean? Presentable or whatever. And then go give a word, give the word, give a testimony, give something, right? And then after that, you know what I'm saying? Whether it's a basic routine or whatever, like, I don't really do too much in my life or whatever, So when I think I would like to speak, I like to provide situations, solutions as well. And I have a lot that's on my mind. I definitely do. And we're going to be getting with more videos, because I know we're rolling on 39 minutes right now. But next time, this is what I'm getting ready to start doing, because I know that I can get up here and I can talk and I ramble and I start going here and there and this, that, and the third. I'll be telling you one story, then I start saying something else and I don't get back to it. But I'm getting ready to start laying out a structure of, the topic of what I'm going to be saying. So I'm just going to, this way I can stay on topic, and anything that I have to say about that one particular thing, I'll elaborate on that before I move to the next thing, because I don't like to go back and forth, and I know that's how my mind kind of works, and I can stay with my thoughts, but I don't know if everybody else can, and that's what I'm trying to throw off. So I want to start formalizing myself and making it more of a decent structure and presenting the topics that I'm going to be coming with. So yeah, till next time, you know what I'm saying? Stay cool. You know what I'm saying? Stay dangerous, stay out the way. You know what I mean? Be safe. You know what I mean? Blessings and all that good stuff, man. Till next time, it's your boy Don Illuminati. Peace. I'm on left.